How to animate a jump-kicking zombie. Alright, so the first thing I do is I draw my zombie in motion. About 5 different movements. But I'm not going to bore you to death with that. Skip forward. Here's my zombie. Jump kicking. First you got him standing, and then he punches as he leaps forward. And he does a little knee to your face, and then a little swing of the foot, and then a little Bruce Lee kick to your face. Alright, so I got my drawing tab right here, and then I'm going to import my actual paper that I drew the zombie on. I'm going to import that into my program. I'm using Adobe Flash. Once you import it into your program, it should show up on one of the frames. I named mine main, and then I added a new top frame and I named it zombie. So in my zombie frames, I start drawing a zombie. So I'm basically tracing my own artwork, making sure that all my lines are closed, so that way when I dump color in them, the color will safely be put into each area that I dump it in without overlapping or falling into the back frame. So let's go ahead and speed this up so I don't bore you to death by watching me trace. There we go. We got our movement of a zombie. Jump kicking. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, and I'm going to select this very first zombie that leaps out. Go ahead and grab your selection tool, lasso tool, and grab your zombie. So as long as I'm holding shift, I can keep grabbing areas that I missed. So grab him from the arm right here and select that as well, and it won't let go of what I grabbed before as long as you're holding shift. So you just keep doing that until you got your whole zombie selected, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy, and then I'm going to paste him into a new frame up here in zombie. So I'll create a new frame, and I'm going to go ahead and dump him right here. Paste in place. Now he's on a totally separate frame. I could move him down here a little bit just to make it look a little more realistic when he jumps out. As long as you're grabbing him by the black area, you'll be able to move him around. spacebar, I'm pulling the whole screen. Gotta hit spacebar to be able to pull the whole screen out. Now I'm gonna select this guy. But first thing I gotta do is the same thing. Lasso, select just the zombie, copy him, and then I'll paste him into the next frame. I'm gonna put in this frame right here in this area. I'll enter a blank keyframe and paste in place right here. Select the tool. I'm going to grab him and put him back here. So that way when he jumps out, his next move is to knee you right in the face. Go back to this zombie. I'm going to go ahead and select this last one that I messed around with. I'm going to delete it. Now, go ahead and spacebar, move that over and grab this next up zombie, kicking you in your face. I'm going to copy him and do the same thing. Go back over here, make another frame, insert blank keyframe, and paste in place. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab him and bring him back over here. So after he knees you, he quickly kicks you with the other leg, making your whole face swing backwards. So now go ahead and grab your last zombie. Oops, I'm missing a foot over there. Oh well. Go ahead and do the same thing. Paste them in place, bring them back. It doesn't matter if you got like extra footage from the other zombie up there. I'm going to delete that a little bit later. And I'm also going to add a foot since I forgot that foot down there. I just dragged those 4 little frames into the zombie frame, leaving that top one blank. But I'm going to go ahead and delete that one up there pretty soon. So now let's do color. I'm going to skip forward though, because I don't want to bore you to death by coloring my zombie. Alright, now that I'm done coloring my zombie, I'm going to go ahead and fine-tune the animation, because if you play this animation, it's kind of sketchy. He just does a little blup 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 blup, and then it's way too fast. So stretching out your animation and adding keyframes in between the movements smoothing down your graphics will give it a little bit more realisticness to your animation. So copying frames, pasting them into individual keyframes will allow you to manipulate them in between. So right there, now we got a leap, but he leaps out way too fast. So I'm gonna paste the frame, go back here, pull him back. That way it gives him a little bit of realistic movement in between. I'm going to pull him back by transforming him, and then let's try this out. There he goes. See that? Now that's a little bit too fast, so let's go ahead and add some keyframes right here. I'll just grab it here, stretch it out, and then insert a keyframe there. Probably go ahead and make him jump up a little bit more, so that way he's not just in one spot. Get me? So let's go ahead and grab another key. I'm gonna delete this bottom one. Alright. Delete this top one too. I'll drag it to the bottom because I can easily make this a green screen for later. So when I export this zombie, I could drag him to any platform and use him and green screen the background out, allowing me to put whatever in the background and it'll work out. So right here, let's go ahead and stretch this keyframe out, add another one here, insert, and I'm gonna grab him and move him just a slight. And let's go ahead and see if we could do it here too. So I'm just gonna copy and move him just a little or a lot. Now let's see what this looks like. A little bit better. That's a lot better, but I'm sliding this at the top so it looks like it's going slow. When I actually render it out, it's going to go super fast. So I might need to add some more movement in between the keyframes. So just like I said, I'm going to free transform this one, bring him back a little bit, and aim up a little bit. And right here, that's too quick right there, so I think I'm going to add some more keyframe movement in there too. It's not that bad. So let's test it. See? That's way too fast. Gonna have to stretch out this animation. But see, that's what you gotta do. You gotta play with it. Fine tune it, get it right. So I stretch this one out full 5 frames. Insert. I'm gonna go ahead and make him kind of start crouching down right here. So that way before he leaps out, it looks way more realistic. So insert keyframe, free transform, smash him down from the top so it could look like he's about to squat down before he jumps. And then right here, I'm gonna go ahead and make him look like he's gonna jump out. So I'm gonna stretch him out before he jumps. Now that's a long jump right there, so I'm gonna stretch this guy out. Move him back a little bit, because, yeah, see? That looks a little bit more, looks better. There you go. Now, let's stretch these ones out, and insert a keyframe here, and move him just a little bit, and then do the same thing right here. Insert keyframe, move him a little bit, maybe that. insert keyframe, and then move him just, oh, I lost it. Whatever, let's go this way. Make him go up and over, and now he knees, but that's a little bit too much of a movement there, so let's move him back, and then a knee to your face, and then pull it forward, move it up, knee to your face. Now that part goes a little bit too fast, so let's insert some more keyframes right here, and then move him a little bit. I chose to use yellow because it gives that Bruce Lee type of look. So he's basically a zombie Bruce Lee. That's why he's green and bloody. Bruce Lee always liked to be bloody. Freaking bloody Bruce Lee. Alright, so basically I'm just doing the same thing. Adding keyframes, moving him just a slight, not too much, not too far, because then it doesn't look right. So right here I'm just going to keep adding new ones. Drag them forward, add a new one, drag them forward, and add another one, and pull. Now let's try to play this. It's a lot more keyframes. It's like 30 now. A lot more cleaner. So let's test the movie. That's way better. But there you have it. This is how you animate a zombie kicking you in the face. Okay, jump kicking zombie. Jump kicking Bruce Lee zombie. Thanks for watching. Subscribe or get kicked in the face.